everybody, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to share my TBR for the month of March with you. I first apologize if you were any noise like singing or clapping. That's my daughter who thinks she's a big girl now and doesn't need to sleep at this hour at night. So she's singing and dancing in her crib, but I'm just letting her be. She'll fall asleep after she has her little party. And it might be that you hear some other background noises because my neighbors are renovating the apartment and they think it's an excellent idea to do this at this hour at night. So sorry in advance if you might have some background noises. So my TBR for the month of March, I've chosen 4 books, and then the rest of the month is going to be mood reads or last minute arcs that I get. But the first one is an arc I got recently this week, and it is Queen of Sea and Stars by Anna McCarrow. I'm showing you like this because I can't show you the actual print. It's the second installment, and I read the first one, Daughter of Smoke and Shadow, of Shadow Stars and Shadow. I'm not sure anymore, but it's the second part, and I read the other one and reviewed the other one around Halloween. It's a book about Faye Morgan, who is a witch and who has her own little esoteric shop where she also practices witchcraft. And one fine day, she is taken into fairy and feels attracted to the fairy prince. But soon, when she's in fairy, she knows that everything has a price and not everything is what it seems when you're in fairy. It's a dangerous territory. So she goes on an adventure in fairy. And this is the second installment, and I'm really keen to see because I really liked the first one. It was not a groundbreaking book, but I loved what was done with witchcraft, and I loved what was done by the end of the book with the characters. And I'm kind of excited to see where the story is going from here. Then I have another arc that I need to read, and that is The Doll Maker by Nina Allen. This is a book I can't say a lot about. I know it's about a doll maker and about two pen pals who have never met and share their deepest emotions with each other. And what I hear is that it's a very um, complicated, no, not complicated, but very mysterious book because it's stories inside a story, and there are all little stories that know an ending inside the book, but there's the overall story arc. Uh, some people love it, some people really hate it, and I'm curious to see which group I belong to. Then there is my March TBR pick. You see my TBR jar over here that I already picked when I was filming my Dutch video. And so my TBR jar pick of the month is The Lost Queen. This is this book. It's a book I found on a whim while I was scrolling through the bookstore, and I saw this, and the cover just really spoke to me. And when I opened it up, it says, already being compared to Outlander and The Mists of Avalon, this spellbinding debut introduces Longweret, a forgotten queen of the 6th century Scotland and twin sister of the man who inspired the legend of Merlin. And in the back it says it's ideal for people who love Mists of Avalon and who love Outlander. So this book sounds like it's right up my alley. I can't hardly wait to see what it's all about. It's called The Mists of Avalon for a new generation. It's really, I just so excited. I'm so glad because when I put it in my TBR jar, I was so excited and I wanted to read it as quickly as possible. And I was thinking, oh no, what if it comes out in November or December? I have to wait a whole year. But here it is, and I'm so happy I can finally dive into this story. It's the first of a trilogy. So if it's any good. The blurb is Outlander meets Camelot, a sweeping magical tale. So really excited about this. And then the next book I certainly want to read in March is Queen of Air and Darkness. I read Lady Midnight in January. I read Lord of Shadows in February. So I want to finish the trilogy in March, and I'm also just very excited to see what happens in the third part of the Dark Artifices. I really enjoyed this storyline inside the Mortal Instruments world. I liked Lady Midnight more than I did Lord of Shadows, but you'll see that in my wrap up. And I'm very excited to dive into the last part. And I heard that in this part, there will be some extended storylines with the character of CMI. So in the previous books we saw cameos of Clary and Jace and Magnus and Alec, but here they get more thorough storylines I've heard, and I'm really excited to see where Emma is taking us this time in this book because she's one of my favorite characters in the whole Shadowhunter world. So really looking forward. So these are the full books I'm planning to read. The rest will be mood reading or last minute reading, or we'll see where we end up reading. What are you reading this month? Please tell me and we can swap tips. Bye!